you can see the AI is rising. So one part of you must be very interesting. God, this is happening as an tech expert, okay? And somewhere around, as an artist, I'd like to know what you are thinking as an artist. What is your opinion on AI coming in Hollywood? How can it be useful? Do you think it is harmful? Where do you draw the line? What do you think, having a background in tech, how actors should think on this part?
Yes. I think about AI in Hollywood all the time. I think it's potentially a very dangerous area, especially when you think about Facebook is a platform used by, I don't know, 8 billion people around the world, and it was created by 10 dudes, 10 30-year-old dudes in their basement in Palo Alto. So think about just like the repercussions, the unintended repercussions of that when Facebook is created by such a small, singular type of person, single group, and it's used across many different every country. There's just like I think there needs to be there almost needs to be like an anthropologist or like an ethical, like AI ethical person to just like make sure that we're not going in certain bad areas. So like for instance with like ChatGPT, like I don't know how diverse that team is. It could be even diverse with different types of people, but maybe it's not that diverse with different types of like streams of thought. Like I don't know if there's any actors, or I don't know if there's any like entertainment actors, artists that work on AI. I don't think there's many. So they don't have people advocating for them in these spaces where like AI is being created. I think potentially it could be very exciting to have AI in like certain spots, like for self tapes, maybe like a reader that could be helpful for AI. There's other things like, you know, I think a really good example is like we want AI to do things like the dishes so that we have time to do our creative pursuits. We don't want AI to do our creative pursuits so that we're stuck doing the dishes. And I think that's a line that we really have to balance. It's like if AI enables us to work at our highest level and be the most creative and cool people we can be, then I don't really have an issue with it. But it's when it starts to like take away from the creative jobs and it forces us to, work as like, I don't know, but like in a field where it's like taking away the creative power, taking away jobs from creatives, I don't think that's a good idea at all. How can you deliver stories about people and use AI? Like I think like even if the results are the same, it's just gonna feel different.
Yeah.
So for me, I think we definitely need a lot more naysayers in the AI space to help guide us into, a future that's not going to be terrible and dangerous. And then also think about like, the futures of like Hollywood and like the impacts on like entertainment. It's a little exciting. I'm also just a little bit worried because I know how much people like to make money. And
Yeah.
I can see it getting into a spot where it's like people are just thinking about the money and they're not thinking about like the ethical repercussions.